Wait. What should I wait for? Who should I wait for?
Manchester United fans. You know, they said we're comeback kings, oh?
Yes.
Comeback kings.
Comeback kings. Coming back from where?
Come back against Newcastle.
Okay.
Come back against Juventus. And Pep was saying, Mourinho, come back to me.
Come back to me, baby. Come back to me. Kai utu muse min wa ye pay. Oh, school boy, come back to me. Come back to me.
Jose.
Come back to me. Kai utu muse.
It's okay. Because the Miami fans will chase us. It's alright.
Good morning to all Manchester United fans.
Yeah.
It's a chaotic morning to all of you.
Come back, Kings. It's okay.
Let's say a chaotic morning to a few good friends of ours. Today's the birthday of Sule Lancer.
Hey,
for those of you who may not know, Mr. Lancer is the one who snagged. But it's coming from his wife.
Okay.
It's coming from his wife.
You're a big man.
His wife, Benes Abubedu Lancer.
Wow. Oh, Mr. Lancer, have a super morning.
Have a super morning. And also to you, Renee Ako Apedo. Renee is a teacher on the Gold Track. And so they are now going to school.
Yeah.
And she wants a chaotic day to all the precious gold teachers. Wishing you a semester to remember. We're heading into the sports center now. Of course, it's a chaotic morning to every MOBA.
Every MOBA.
Every fans film old boy.
Like
yes, our 140. Our speech day number 142 was last Saturday. Yes, MOBA 68, 78, 88, 98, and 2008. Yes. Good morning, Ayiko, to all of you. Hope all of you arrived safely. The sports center is now brought to you by the Comeback Kings and MOBA. It's also brought to you by MTN. Welcome to the new world. Standard Chartered here for good. FPAC blows your pain away. Multi-TV, just thrills. And Cowbell Gold Energy for winners. Now catch the chills and thrills at the grand finale of the FA Cup Live at the Wembley Stadium in London. Simply book your Emirates flight now. From now till 28 February 2019 on mtn.com.gh with special promo code GHMTNCU. Pay for your tickets with MTN Momo and enjoy up to 30% discount on fares to various destinations. You could also be a part of the 3 lucky customers to win tickets to watch the grand finale of the Emirates FA Cup Live in London. The more you fly, the better your chance to win. Don't miss this opportunity. Terms and conditions apply. We have made the move. Yes, we've moved to our new state-of-the-art head office, an edifice that embodies our continued growth, support for our communities, our drive for innovation, and our optimism for the future. You're welcome to number 87 Independence Avenue, close to the Aqua J interchange. As we commence this chapter in our rich history from this new head office, we will continue to support the trade and investment activities of many generations of Ghanaians. Standard Chartered, here for good
and here for sports. Coming up in the Sports Centre, another win for Manchester City in the Manchester Derby.
David Silva is there, gets the ball under control and strikes it right-footed into the net, and off he goes with his sky blue shirted teammates to celebrate wildly in one corner of the stadium. Aguero now 1-2 with Mahrez. Aguero drives it in, hits it with pace. It flew past De Gea, and it's 2-0 Manchester City. It's going to be Martial, and he scores. Sends Ederson the wrong way. It's 2-1 City. Bernardo Silva, left-footed, dangerous. Gundogan takes it down and scores. After all that, and City lead 3-1.
All right, we know that Pep side humbled Jose's Comeback Kings. There were wins for Liverpool, Tottenham with Chelsea and Arsenal all drawing in their respective games. Elsewhere, Barcelona with Lionel Messi were beating 4-3 by Real Betis with another win going for Real Madrid. More to come in terms of the update from the major European leagues, but first. Sample.
We're powerful, as one.
The countdown to this year's African Women's Championship is on, with the competition set to start this coming Saturday. After months of preparation by the local organizing committee as well as Ghana's team, the Black Queens all is set for the championship to begin. Yesterday, the Queens played their last trial game against South Africa, where they won by 1-0 in the newly refurbished Accra Stadium. Coach of the team, Bashir Hayford, lauded his ladies for the performance.
And then this thing that we are polishing. Some of you come to the field and watch female football with the male eye. Like you want to come and see Abedi Pele, Tony Yeboah, Stars, Stephen Appiah, you won't get it. Shooting in the girls' domain is very difficult task for them. But we day in, day out, we polish them on shooting. Sometimes they shoot 1, 2, 3. She'll come and tell you their legs are paining them. And what do you do? They are male, they are not males, they are females.
Now, chairman of the Ghana League Clubs Association, Kujo Fiana, who travelled with the team to Zambia and Kenya for their training tour, and says there's been massive improvement in the team and believes they will make Ghana proud.
I have seen a vast improvement in what I saw in Zambia and Kenya. So I think that by Saturday, in a week's time, the team should be ready to kick off this tournament in a grand style. So I think that this is how it should be. A team should enter a competition like this with a winning mentality, even though it was a bit scary.
After months of renovation of the Accra Sports Stadium was finally opened for a game yesterday, Baba Tando was there and has come through with this report.
The stadium, from all indications, looks quite ready, except for a few touches, especially on the VVIP area. Isaac Esiama is Ghana's sports minister, and he is happy about the progress made so far.
Everything is in place, pitch, stands, everything in terms of hosting, in terms of getting the facilities right, and Ghana indeed is ready.
Attendance was quite on the low side, as the 40,000-seater Accra Sports Stadium was not even filled to a third of its capacity. Frida Prempe is chairperson of the local organizing committee of the 2018 ALCON.
Well, we are making strategic efforts to ensure that the stadium is filled. And from tomorrow, the mascot will be visiting all the selected schools in Accra. We are making arrangements for them to come and support the teams. We'll be going to the orphanages as well. We have organized groups who are also ready to come to support the team and the tournament for a whole. Everything possible to ensure that we fill the 40,000 capacity stadium for the opening ceremony.
There's more build-up here, as we look forward to that wonderful championship, or the African Women's Cup of Nations that will be taking place in Accra and Cape Coast. Now, Ghana's oldest surviving club, Hearts of Oak, turned 107 yesterday as part of the activities to mark the club's anniversary. They played a cup game with Inter Allies at the Tema Stadium. Unfortunately, they could not cap it off with a win as they lost 2-1 to Allies. Hearts Communications Director Opari Ado is looking at the positives from the game.
We are not happy, but then this means that there's more work to be done. We understand that there's more work to be done. We must work harder and achieve better. By the time you really 108, we should be having several positive things to talk about and not the negatives rather. We are disappointed. We tell our supporters that we're not able to win. This is not the plan. We are hoping that in the next 108 year, we'll be able to give them something better.
Now, it was a bad night for two Ghanaian players in the Eastern Conference semi-finals. Black Stars defender Harrison Afful and his Columbus Crew side threw away a first leg win to lose 3-0 at New York Red Bulls to miss out on the final. New York City FC had Ebenezer Ofori on the bench as they lost 3-1 to Atlanta United. Choice Sports Center editor Ridwan Ibrahim Asante was inside the Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
In Atlanta, they say the lights never go off, and the city soccer team, Atlanta United, is drawing positives from this saying as they've been able to banish their credentials in the MLS. They've been able to dispatch New York City FC by 3-1 to seal a 4-1 aggregate win to reach the Eastern Conference final for the first time in their history.
To have a sports team going to a finals or semifinals, awesome.
We've been heartbroken in the past, so we're very hopeful.
It's nice to have a team that not only Atlanta but the whole state can pull behind, because they really have. As you can see, with 70,000 people, it's remarkable to see how much support they've had, and the proof's in the pudding.
Foy, who plays for New York City FC, was an unused substitute. So the reward for Atlanta United will be the final match against another team from New York, Red Bull.
Ridwan Ibrahim Asante there. Now, there's more football to come. Let's do boxing now, though. A thrilling night of boxing is expected to wrap up the Farmers' Day celebration on December 7 in Tamale. The event, Macdan Amateur Boxing Farmers' Day edition, was launched at the weekend in Tamale with Joy Sports editor Nathaniel Atto there.
All right, George. So just a few seconds ago, we wrapped up the launch of the Magdan Amateur Boxing Farmers Day edition, and we had a chain of 6 strong amateur bouts. Well, there's loads of people here at the Jubilee Park in Tamale, and most of them have seen the fights.
Really, I'm very happy about the fight. I can see that maybe our boys are catching up. We'll be very glad to see more of that any point in time.
Oh, it's very interesting. It was very interesting.
Before I come back to you in the studio, George, I've just caught up with Abdul Samad, who is the Vice President of the Ghana Boxing Federation. Tell me what it means for the future of boxing.
Magdan have done a great work, and we have a future with this.
So it's all set, and we're looking forward to that big fight night in Tamale.
Nathaniel Atto, meanwhile, on the international scene, former cruiserweight champion Tony Bellew hung his gloves after losing to unified champion Alexander Usyk. Now, both, drew massive commendation from around the world. Remember that Bellew retired after 33 fights. We can do the English Premier League now. And Manchester United manager Jose Mourinho says Manchester City's preparations for the derby victory, were helped by playing 2 friendly matches during the past week. You know that Manchester City beat Manchester United by 3-1. Here's Jose Mourinho.
If the third goal is scored in one of the moments where they were dominating, I probably would say so. But the third goal comes in a moment where we were in a fight to try to get the equalize.
Jose, you're now as close to Cardiff as you are to Manchester City. Is this effectively the title over?
I think we are not going to be relegated. You can go for stats. That's the way people that don't understand football analyze football, is with stats. I don't go for stats. I go for what I felt and for what I watched in the game. And the game was there until minute 80 something.
Second place, Liverpool beat Fulham 3-0 at Anfield, while third on the league log, Chelsea drew with Everton at the Stamford Bridge. Arsenal shared the spoils with Wolves in an entertaining draw. We can get into Europe, where Thomas Partey, scored for Atletico Madrid, and Andre Ayew as well scored for Fenerbahce. But Joy Sports' Moses Yeboah has a wrap up for key games.
Thomas Partey's long-range pile driver into the net to level in the 61st minute helped Atletico Madrid twice come from behind to pull off a thrilling 3-2 win at home to Athletic Bilbao. Atleti are now just a point behind leaders Barcelona, who saw Lionel Messi score twice on his return to action following a broken arm, but could not stop Barca suffering a surprise 3-2 defeat at home to Real Betis. Santiago Solari recorded a massive victory as Real Madrid breezed past Celta Vigo 4-2 away. Borussia Dortmund beat Bayern Munich 3-2 in a thrilling De Klassiker to keep Dortmund 4 points clear of Borussia Mönchengladbach at the top of the table and open up a 4-point gap over fifth-placed Bayern. AC Milan's on-loan forward Gonzalo Higuain had a night to forget as he missed a penalty and was sent off against parent club Juventus in a 2-0 defeat at the San Siro, with Cristiano Ronaldo scoring his 8th Serie A goal of the season for the Bianconeri. And Thierry Henry's woes continues as his Monaco side were hammered 4-0 by PSG, who are yet to drop a point this season in Ligue 1.
Liverpool were 2-0 winners over Fulham there. Now, quick ones before I step out there. Esperance are champions of the CAF Champions League after beating Ackley by 3-0. Then in the South American Champions League, River Plate twice came from behind to end a 2-2 draw. In tennis, Kevin Anderson is looking really good at the season-ending ATP Finals inside London, but Roger Federer paid for his errors as he lost to Japan's Kei Nishikori in the opening group match. That's it for the Joy Sports Centre. We have to get onto some, breaking news.
Yes. Thanks a lot, George, for bringing us such a chaotic Joy Sports Centre. Now, let's go straight